And we're back with Buzz Aldrin and Dana Carvey. I'm holding a copy of the Santa Barbara News here from, this is the day that you landed on the moon. And there's an article in here I found interesting. It says that on the same day you guys landed on the moon, the Russians crash-landed a Luna 15 on the moon.
15, yeah.
And that's not really something that many people really hear about.
Well, there are a lot of things
I think that was about
that people haven't heard about. It's not too long, but it has to do with the lunar spacecraft when they come off the assembly line.
Yeah.
The first one to make a landing was going to be number 6. Okay? And that was going to take place in mid-October, '69. But the guy in charge of number 5 said, I think I can trim the weight down a little bit. And he asked the boss of Apollo, if I do that, will you make it land? Yeah. This was late '67, early '68. And had it gone originally, the first landing would not have been Apollo 11. It would have been Apollo 12 on lunar module number 6.
So here you guys are, you just, by circumstance, whatever pieces fell into place, you are now the first men on the moon. You're sitting there, you've just landed. You have to, what do you have to do after you land on the moon before you get out and start walking around?
Get ready to leave.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
When you touch down, Mike Collins and Columbia is going overhead. If you got a leak immediately, you should launch, hit the abort button.
So you sit down, you realize you're on the moon.
Yeah, there are 2-3 times. After that time, about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes has elapsed. It's too late because he's too far around. You got to wait 2 hours.
So there's a 2-minute window. Once that ends, you decide we're staying. So now you've decided you're staying.
But we didn't decide. The rocket decided.
The rocket decides you're staying. And now you're ready to open that hatch.
No.
What do you do next? What do you do
put a
next?
spacesuit on.
Well, we got ready. We got ready to lift off in 2 hours.
So you prepared all that.
You rehearse all the things that you would do. That's the best thing you can do in the first couple of hours.
So how long were you sitting there in the Eagle before you actually got out?
We changed the flight plan. Initially, the flight plan was we were going to rest. We were going to sleep after landing. That's because if we were tired, if we had to go around another time, we could very well be tired and we would want to rest first. So that's where we put the flight plan out. So any change would be a positive change, and it would say, Houston, Tranquility Base, we'd like to advance the flight plan and skip the sleep period and prepare to go outside.
Yeah.
And that was why the movie, The Dish, they were caught off guard because they didn't know we were going to be going out that fast. The Australian movie.
Yeah. So now you decide to get out. You go out.
You're on the ladder.
You're walking down the ladder. We have a picture. We have a video of you actually walking down. We have footage.
You don't walk down. You back down the ladder, Navy style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hypothetical.
Yeah.
I have a hypothetical. If Neil backing down the ladder, if he put his hand on the lunar surface or his foot, and just his whole body just sank below the surface, what would you have done? He disappears in the sand.
We have said that chemistry illustrative professor who predicted that when we landed, we're going to sink 50 feet.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Well, we didn't.
You didn't, so you knew that no way Neil was going to go.
Surveyors, spacecraft. It was tough. It was
hard.
What
if tentacles had come up around Neil and pulled him down? What would you have done? Immediately abort.
But I want
to say because there's another situation where we could have made history.
Okay, what's that?
Well, we can't. We got to ask you.
What? All right. What is?
We go outside.
Yeah.
And you go outside. You eventually run out of oxygen, so you got to come in.
Yeah.
So we came back in, and then we're going to sleep. Okay. So I said to Neil, I got dibs on the floor.
Yeah. But don't just skip over. Don't just skip over the whole walking outside on the moon part.
We'll get back to that.
We have a picture of you on the moon. We have a photo of you. One of the most iconic photographs in history of you taking a photo of the boot print, your boot print on the moon. Probably one of the most iconic and seen photos in history that you took right there. You shot that photo.
For the moment, I was really impressed with this funny-looking dust down there.
Yeah.
We didn't know really what it was. We had no idea that it was going to make such a prominent boot print.
Yeah.
So, here are all these boot prints. So I decided to get a little before and after. So I looked at a little spot out there, took a picture of it, then stuck my foot out and put it down. And then I looked at it, and it was pretty lonesome looking. So I decided, well, let me put my foot down and then move it just a little bit. So now you can see a little bit of the boot print and the boot.
Yeah.
Innovation. That's my middle name.
I want to get back to the dibs part where you took the nap.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back to that. We're here with American hero Buzz Aldrin and Dana Carvey. Stick around. And comedy legend Dana Carvey. We'll be right back.
Comedy hero.